if you're just getting started in newborn photography, and to be honest, things can probably feel really overwhelming. It seems like everybody seems to get it. Their work looks so polished and pretty, and for some reason yours just doesn't seem to look quite the same. Now, sometimes it can feel like you're just never going to get where you want to be. Feeling confident in your sessions, feeling at ease with baby posing. And I'm not really going to sugarcoat it for you, friend. Newborn photography really is going to take a lot of mistakes and a lot of practice. Nobody was born a master, and nobody knows exactly how to pose a newborn right from the beginning. So if you're feeling a bit frustrated, don't worry, you will get there. Now, as a photographer and educator with over 14 years experience, I am here to help. So today I'm going to share with you my top 7 mistakes I see new newborn photographers make when they're first getting started. Now let's jump into our first major mistake, and that's getting the studio temperature wrong. Now trust me, the last thing you want is a fussy baby during the shoot, and temperature really plays a crucial role in their comfort. Now, babies can't regulate their body temperature the way that adults do, so I really recommend a room temperature between 24 to 28 degrees Celsius. Now, a consistent warm environment keeps the baby comfortable and sleepy, which is ideal for all the posing. Now, getting a thermometer and keeping an eye on it throughout the session will absolutely help. Additionally, you want to ensure you don't have a warm blowing fan blowing directly on the baby, nor heating pads on the beanbag or posing surface, because you don't want to do anything that could risk the baby to becoming overheated. Now, especially if you're using wraps or different outfits, you don't want to have baby overheat because they have immature circulatory and regulatory temperature systems, so they can't cool their bodies down like we do as adults because they haven't developed their sweat glands yet. So if you are finding that you have a session that baby just won't sleep and you're not monitoring what the temperature is, you could either have a situation where baby might be too hot, or you could have a situation where baby is too cold. Now, the indicators you're going to have a baby when a baby is too hot is going to be you're going to have that wetness on the back of their neck. They're going to have sort of red faces, and they're going to be breathing a bit quicker. And it's very dangerous to have them too hot because it can cause seizures. Now, conversely, if you have a studio that is too cold, maybe they likely won't be sleeping and they have mottled skin, which sort of gives it that purple indentation when you press down on it. The purple just means that they're too cold and you need to raise the temperature and get them warmed up. Now, aim for a room temperature of around 24 to 28 degrees Celsius. Invest in a good quality room thermometer and keep a watch throughout the session. Remember, a comfortable baby is a sleepier baby. Now, mistake number 2 that we often overlook is loose, sloppy looking wraps. Now, a well-wrapped baby isn't just aesthetically pleasing. It also gives the baby that sense of security, almost like they're back in the womb. Now, a good wrap in your arsenal is going to really help a fussy baby stay sleeping. Now, let's move on to our third oops, and that is incorrect lighting, particularly the dreaded up lighting. This is where the light comes from a lower angle, casting shadows that can kind of make a cute baby look a little bit eerie. Now, changing the light direction transforms the image. So we're aiming for that soft diffuse lighting that mimics natural light. If you're using studio light, or if you're using a window light, you want it to mimic natural light because it is. Light should fall onto the baby's face, not rise up, to create more of a natural soft look. So now, additionally, baby's top of the head should always be in the direction of the light source. If you want to look for that sort of that butterfly shadow under the nose to know you got it correctly. Now, the fourth mistake on the list is styling that's just all over the place. Cohesive styling doesn't mean everything has to match perfectly, but there should be a clear theme or a color scheme throughout the whole session. I often see photographers trying to just maybe put too much into an image, or just using items that really don't go well together. Now, I try to plan my sessions so my entire setup goes together. I often work in monochromatic tones so that when my clients display their images together, everything sort of goes together. Now, mistake number 5 is having a wrinkly backdrop. Now, this can instantly bring down the quality of your image and sort of make it look messy and unpolished. When you're working with backdrops, whether it be on a posing table or on your beanbag, or even with hanging backdrops, having them wrinkle-free will absolutely make a world of difference to take your images to the next level. Now, when I'm working with a beanbag, I'm always using clamps to pull the fabric tight. That way I'm just getting any of those blanket wrinkles out when I'm working. So when I'm shopping or I'm looking for fabrics for my newborn sessions, I try to find ones that are really stretchy. So I'm able to pull them super tight so I don't have to worry about those blanket wrinkles. Now, if you're working with fabric or vinyl that you're hanging, making sure that you've steamed them and removed all the wrinkles prior is going to save you so much time trying to fix it in Photoshop. Now, mistake number 6 is an important one, and that is exposed diapers or showing too much of baby bits. Now, having diaper covers or little outfits to cover the diaper, if you choose to leave them on in your pose session, will absolutely make a world of difference in the quality and the feel and the polish of your work. You can find little outfits and diaper covers in Etsy shops and newborn photography vendor sites. It's really important with naked baby images that we're posing them in a way that their little bits are not being exposed either. So being mindful when you are shooting to shoot from angles that they are covered. Last but not least, mistake number 7 is just going overboard with all the headbands and the hats. This is something that I often see, and it's using those large chunky knit hats or outfits or those really large oversized headbands that just kind of distract and take away from the baby. We should be aiming to use items that enhance the baby, not distract. So there's many different options for different professional newborn photography props, and I would encourage you to search out different vendors that provide ones that are delicate and pretty and enhance a baby and not distract. Sometimes, honestly, keeping it simple really is the best accessory. So my friend, there you have it, the top 7 mistakes I frequently see in newborn photography. And we've all been there, but each mistake is absolutely an opportunity to grow. Additionally, if you're just getting started and struggling with wrapping, you're going to want to check out this episode where we cover wrapping step by step. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.